So we saw that in practical life activities, it's divided into four: care of person, care of environment, grace and courtesy, and control of movement, which is walking in a line and silence game. Yes, which is walking in a line and silence game. This is control of movement. They're learning how to control their body. When you learn how to control your body, you learn how to control your mind. Very simple. So we call that body mind connection and mind body connection. So both are connected. Okay, so it is not that, if my mind is not proper, your body doesn't function well. You fall a prey to a lot of diseases. Yes, when you're stressed up, you get BP, sugar, and all of that, right? And if your body also you don't exercise, again you feel lazy. It affects your mind. So everything is interconnected. And this we give it to a young child when the child is open. Okay, so we're going to see the beautiful benefits of walking in a line. So walking in a line is an activity which is done in every Montessori. It looks very, very simple, but it has a very deep, very long lasting effect on the child. So what is it going to do? It's going to shape the child's character. It's going to help the child's mind. It's going to help the child's body. It's going to help the child to behave better. Social behavior, how to behave with other people. Okay, character, body, mind, social behavior. Character, body, mind, social behavior. Okay, so first we all have to understand that it builds a control of movement. So let me first show you how walking in a line looks like. Okay, so we move forward, what does walking in a line look like and how is it going to help a child? So can you see there is an ellipse? Okay, when I said walking in a line, it's not just a straight line, it's an elliptical. It's elliptical in shape. It's an ellipse. Okay, and the child is going to walk without hitting the other child. Hitting means not bumping, not the real hitting. Okay, without touching the other child. So we have a lot of presentations in walking in a line. So very first presentation is you will see one child and another child. Okay, the distance between the children are going to be the same. You will make children stand at equidistance. Equidistance means equal distance. You will play a music and ask the child to walk at a steady speed so that they don't go and bump on the other child, don't go and fall on the other child. Okay? So how should the child do this activity? The chin should be up. The child should feel the feet. The child is not going to go thud, thud, thud. Okay? The child is going to feel the feet. The chin is up. That means the child should feel the feet so much that the child can feel the line, should follow that line, but is not going to look down and follow the line and is very aware of its body. Getting it? And the child is very, very aware of its body. So let's just look at another presentation of walking in a line. You have this heel to toe walking, but an equal distance, not so close, even more distance between the child. We have seen this heel to toe walking. Some prathanas we make. Yes, I will come heel to toe walking around the thing. Why was all this brought into our culture? Why do you think all this was there in our culture? To bring in more awareness. And today, when we do this activity, you will feel that you're more calm, more present, more aware. And remember, the solution for every problem in life is within you only. You should know how to bring it out. That is why that practice of heel to toe walking was given. And you are focusing maybe on God's name. You're focusing on your body. You're more aware. You're more calm. Okay? And that will help you bring solutions from within you. Yeah. So now all of you saw how a heel to toe walking is. There are even more number of presentations, but I just wanted you all to have a look at how the heel to toe walking is. So when the child is doing this walking, okay, walking in a line, walking in an ellipse, the child is walking with balance. The child is not going to fall out of the line. The thickness of the ellipse is the thickness of their shoe. The shoe size or the leg size is going to be that thick. So they should not go out of that line. Okay, they should not go out of that line. So they're going to walk with balance. They're going to control their feet. They can't walk like this. No. Some children have flat foot. Some children have in toe. All this will also get corrected. Simple activity, but so much of benefits. So they're able to balance their body. They have to place their leg only on that ellipse. So they control their body. They walk with balance. Okay. And they walk with grace. Yeah, they're going to walk at a steady speed. They're going to walk with grace. So what is this useful for? It is very useful for them to write, to do any table work. Okay, it prepares their body for doing any table work, for writing, for carrying materials. Right? In the Montessori classroom, there will be a lot of shelves. You can't run like how in traditional schools. Children go, "Ee," they'll go all around. Yes, they will go and dash at the materials will fall down. So they have to know how to walk, how to balance, how to walk gracefully so they don't disturb the other child because children will do work on the floor also. Yes, so they walk gracefully, they respect the others also. Yes, so they move with purpose. And all of this is going to bring classroom discipline in a child. Okay, so it's going to prepare them for table work. It prepares their body. You all know for writing, it's not only the hand, the arm, the shoulder, the entire body is important. Yes, for writing. So it also prepares the child for that. Yes, we are also going to make the child balance a bell, balance a glass of water, okay, balance something on their head also and walk. All this is going to help them to carry the materials and walk without tripping, okay, and handle the materials carefully. It's also going to bring classroom discipline, okay. Now, what happens? In Montessori, we don't have a stick or we don't hit the duster. Children, be quiet. We don't raise our voice. We don't try to sing in different tones. Okay, I'm not exaggerating. All this happens in the classroom. Yes. So, what are we going to do? We are going to focus on inner discipline. Inner discipline is the discipline that will stay if there is a elder or there is no adult. If there is an adult in the classroom or no adult in the classroom. Okay, so walking in a line, since the child is controlling the body, it develops self-control. This is called body-mind connection. It develops self-control. The child is patient. The child is not rushing, is not pushing the other child. You walk fast, I want to walk. No, is giving that gap because the teacher told you a gap between the two children should be the same. The child is walking at the speed the first child is walking. The gap remains the same. Yes, everyone. So when the gap remains the same, they are learning patience. This gap between the children should remain the same. They're learning patience. They're controlling their body. When they control their body, their mind also gets controlled. Okay. Yes, everyone. So this is very, very important. So see, that is called your body-mind connection. They're very calm. They develop that kind of calmness because they're aware of the body. And they're aware of the boundary. Their leg should be within that line only. Yes, and they start becoming so aware of boundary. This boundary is going to help them in the physical boundary. These are my limits. And in Montessori, we give them freedom, but we give them freedom within limits. We give them freedom within limits. Beautiful. Yes, and the child learns to respect that freedom and will be within that limit. So this helps to grow the inner discipline. So first, what did we see? It builds the control of movement. It builds the inner discipline. Then it prepares the child for concentration and focus. Can we succeed in life if I do this work? Then I think of another work there. I go there, complete that work. Then another work comes in my mind. Then what happens? We are not able to complete any work. Agreed? We are not able to complete any work because there is no focus. And these days, are children able to focus? They'll be sitting here coloring, then one sound there, they will run there. Yes, they give up to distractions, but walking in a line prepares the child's brain for concentration and focus. They're focusing, they're looking straight, they're focusing on the feet also. They're aware of the body. It prepares them for focusing. They learn to focus on one activity. They will ignore distractions. They will control that impulse. Somebody else is calling, the TV is on. Even that they will control because they're able to control their body. That is the beauty of body mind control. Okay? And they will walk mindfully with awareness. So, what is the use? What is the use? It will prepare them for reading. They can read through a book. They will understand. It will prepare them for writing. You've seen many children when they start writing. One thing is wrist pain. One thing is we are not keeping the book in the right position. Second thing is they can't focus. Yes? So all this walking in a line prepares a child for concentration and focus means it prepares them for reading, it prepares them for writing, it prepares them for mathematics. How mathematics? Because you have to do some, you have to focus, you have to concentrate. Math is something that involves space. They become very aware of the space, how much space is around them. Getting it? That spatial knowledge also they know. They get because of walking in a line. Walking in a line is a group activity. Walking in a line is a group activity. So in a group, we learn to respect every member of the group. It's a teamwork. We learn to respect every member of the team. So they will be able to do a teamwork very well. And it prepares them for the most important thing which you will learn just after this, which is your silence game. Yes, the silence game is you're silencing your body, you're silencing your mind, you're silencing everything, which requires so much of willpower. Okay, you're developing that willpower. So we have a child who has great talent. We have a child with less talent but can focus well. Which child will be able to succeed? Which child will be able to succeed?
Right hand side.
The child with the focus, with high levels of focus. That's why we say talent. It's not talent that matters. It is your discipline that matters. Discipline to do the work every day. Discipline to control that impulse. When you are scrolling Instagram and then you are, no, 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 I'm wasting time. You come back. Yes, that discipline is more important to take you ahead in life. Correct? So Montessori children, they learn that beautiful discipline. They're able to concentrate well. They're able to read well. They're able to write well. And it prepares them for the silence game. And when do we give this? Do we give it to the 6-year-olds? No, we give it to the children when they come to school, when they first come to school. And even the older children will practice when they come to school because they're open to this learning. And what we adults think, let my child enjoy. Wants to watch TV? Okay, let me put TV. Wants to play this? Let the child play this. At a young age, we are not allowing the child to focus. You're not giving that environment to focus. When the child is open to this, later on, the child is completely closed. Okay, you start screaming, you start shouting, you do lot of things, but the child will not open until the child finds a nice teacher who trusts the child, which rarely happens. Or somebody who believes in the child, or if the child likes someone, that learning will not be open. Getting it? So it's very, very important to give it at a young age. Then what else happens? Not only this, we saw control of movement, we saw concentration, focus, we saw it also develops, prepares the child's inner discipline. It also helps them to balance. Now, when you see a young child, right, when a child is born, the child has more number of bones. We know that. And then later on, it will fuse. The bones will fuse. And it takes time. That's why the child works taka taka, right? The child is not able to balance. No? You've seen all this 2.5, 3 years. It's so nice to see their walk because they still don't have that balance. They may run, they may trip and fall. Yes, that coordination, muscle bone coordination is still not happened. Agreed? So all this walking the line is going to make their muscles stronger. We are also working on the fine motor skills. That means the finer muscles, smaller muscles. It's helping in the body alignment. That's also important. Body alignment is very, very important at that young age. And these days, children lie down and watch TV. They have a very different posture. It affects your spine. Okay, spine is very, very important. It affects your spine and the walking posture also. And when the body has a better stability, handwriting becomes easy. Okay, it's not only the hand and the fine motor skill. The body stability is very important to make handwriting very easy. Okay, so it develops the balance and that physical coordination also. That's all. No, something else. It develops that social awareness, that grace. They wait for their turn. They don't go and hurt the other child. They don't tell move fast, move fast. They learn to maintain that distance. They move around respectfully and they walk softly. You can also tell them, feel your feet and walk. Yes? So they walk with grace and you're not shouting at them. It happens because it's a part of the exercise. And not just this, something very, very beautiful. Our young children, after their lunch break, that's a better, like, very restless, too much of sugar, very irritable, very restless. And many parents, they send chapati with jam. Jam will be overflowing. Too much of sugar. Yes, all that is causing the child to be very, very restless. Yes, and in general also, when you look at small children, very restless. You look at you, what to do next, what to do next. Yes, they're like that. And you keep on planning activities. Yes, but walking in a line is going to slow down the nervous system, or we'll say calm the nervous system. So, what is this nervous system? So, suppose I touch something hot, my hand goes off, I take off my hand. Why? The message is sent to the brain. Brain only will decide everything. The message is sent to the brain, and the brain says, take off your hand. Yes? How is the message sent to the brain? It's sent through nerves. We have a lot of nerves in our body, which is sending information to the brain and from the brain. So, it calms that nervous system. And when your nervous system is calm, you can you can regulate your emotions. Okay, you will feel peace within. It will reduce that restlessness. They will be able to manage their emotions also. Okay, beautiful small thing. Yes, walking in an ellipse. Okay, and we have some lot of presentations in this how it helps the child. So when their mind is calm, the body is also calm. So it calms that, reduces that restlessness. That's why we say Montessori suits every kind of child, even children with special needs, even children with ADHD, even children with hyperactive disorder. All these activities are going to calm the child. And your classroom is going to be more peaceful because we know there are a lot of activities going on. They learn how to control themselves. The classroom is calmer. The noise will reduce. Children settle faster in the classroom. Yes, all of this happens because of walking in a line. Yes, and this is very, very important to help them settle in the environment. Not only this, it helps the children sit for reading, sit for writing, helps them to sit for listening for some time, helps them to share, helps them to do a group work, and they know their boundaries. So it prepares their body for the Montessori materials also. They have to carry it, they have to balance. We saw you should not touch the body, there should be a gap between the body and the material. Yes, it prepares them even for that. So if I have to tell in one line what this walking in a line will do, it will bring balance, focus, discipline, grace. All this is not only required for academics, it is required for life itself. Do we need all of these qualities for life? You need to be balanced. You need to control your emotions. Yes, you must be academically very strong, but you cannot manage your emotions. You cannot reach great heights. You need to focus. You need to concentrate to complete a work. If you don't complete a work, we are not successful. So we are not preparing the child for academics. We are preparing the child for life itself. Okay, that is the beauty of walking in a line.